My name is Lynn McElrath, and I'm the director of the Valley General Hospital Foundation in Monroe, Washington. In the fall of 2008, my daughter invited me to a piano recital, and I discovered the wonderful Hartley Mansion. The mansion is just fabulous, and I'm very fond of old historic buildings, and the Valley General Hospital Foundation Board had it requested that I look into opportunities for the foundation to have a signature event that would be our brand in the community. And after seeing the Hartley Mansion, I made a proposal to the foundation board to hold our very first black and white gala here at the Hartley Mansion. And this evening, May 16th, is that event. And we expect about 70 people. We are raising money for our emergency department. A call system in that department is very much needed. And we expect to, in fact, reach or surpass our goal this evening. Valley General Hospital is a public hospital, actually Public Hospital District number 1 in Snohomish County. Our hospital was actually established in the early 1900s, but became a public hospital district in the late 1960s. We serve approximately 90,000 plus people in the areas southeast of Everett. Our hospital district actually runs from Everett, the city of Everett, all the way east to Leavenworth. So we cover east and west on Highway 2, which is, there's a very important need for a hospital to be on that corridor, since people ski up on Stevens Pass, as well as there unfortunately are quite a few accidents on Highway 2.
Hello, my name is Vicki Shanks, and I work for First Heritage Bank as a loan officer in Monroe, but I've been involved with Valley General Hospital Foundation for about 7 years. I started out as secretary on the board, and then I was president for 2 years. Now I'm a trustee on the board and involved with various fundraisers for the foundation that benefits the hospital. It's a very worthwhile organization. We raise money for the hospital, for equipment. Right now we also raise money for the diabetes program, and one of our main fundraisers is a car raffle that is held all year long, and the grand finale of that is at the Monroe Fair at Evergreen State Fair there in July. So I very much enjoy being on the foundation. It's very rewarding and worthwhile, and I love giving my time for this cause.
Hi, my name is Harleen Heber. I'm a registered nurse, and I was privileged enough to be one of the first nurses to be in the cardiovascular program at Everett General Hospital, which later morphed into Providence Everett Medical Center. The beginning of the cardiovascular lab started with 3 cardiologists that had a vision for the community of Everett to treat the patients in the community with the heart care that was available at the time, which meant that we needed to have a cardiovascular lab where we could actually look at the vessels of the heart of the patient. This required obviously money from the community to start the program, and the dedicated physicians, and they were Dr. Pat Nolan, Dr. David Stewart, and Dr. Kirk Prindle. And the cardiovascular lab, when it first started, was just a little probably just a little thought, but if anybody knows about cardiovascular disease, you know now that cardiovascular disease and its treatment is one of the most important things that can happen to a patient and their family. This evening I'm representing Valley General Hospital in Monroe. I'm a board member on the foundation, and we are having this wonderful event. It's called the Black and White Affair, and the event is to raise money for the emergency room physician call system at Valley General. Valley General Hospital is a hospital in East Snohomish County, and a lot of patients come from East Snohomish County for primary care as well as care throughout to be transferred to other hospitals, of which Providence Regional Medical Center in Everett is one of them. It's very important that the local hospitals are supported, and so this is our first attempt to have a black and white affair where we are inviting leaders of the community to come so that we can share a little bit about Valley General Hospital and its projects and some of the things that we'd like to see for the future of our hospital. And this evening Sanford Wright has opened up his beautiful home so that we can actually have this affair here, and it's well attended. It's a beautiful evening in Everett, Washington, and so we appreciate all of the work that everybody's done, and hopefully we can do this again another year.
Well, I think it would be appropriate for me first to say again thanks to Lynn McElrath and her merry band of men and women who are part of the Valley General Foundation for hosting this superb event, and also to our temporary landlord, Dr. Sanford Wright. So. I'd also like to thank each of you for coming out tonight to support the larger Valley General Foundation's good deeds that they do, and also in particular this new call bell system that I'll talk more about in a minute. I am not a tuxedo person. The last time I had a tuxedo on was approximately 20 years ago in conjunction with a friend's wedding. I felt silly then, I feel silly now.
How you look good.
Well, thank you. But if my inter-tuxedo interval remains true at about 20 years, before the next time you see me so attired, we should know a lot more about Valley General and Prov Everett and every other hospital that makes up Snohomish County's health system. I must tell you that, for better or for worse, we will know which way every hospital is going within another 20 years. And I say that not to be gloomy on a cheerful evening, but rather to just suggest to the whole audience just what tremendous competitive pressure healthcare generally and small facilities like Valley General are under. I believe that the task before Valley General is large. We are a small hospital, and the nation is trying to decide what is the correct role and scope of small hospitals such as ours. But I think that the future for us at Valley General can be very bright if we don't lose sight of our mission and try to accomplish big things in the sense of recruiting Sanford Wright to come and work for us, for example, but do little things. And I don't mean just a few little things, 100 little things. And most of these things are eminently doable. They almost all involve one thing, which is improving patient satisfaction. And with that, we come back to the basis for why we're here tonight. I want to say a little bit more about the call bell system. It sounds like a small thing, but for those of you who don't know what a call light or a call bell system is, and there may be a few of you here who are so good-hearted that you came out to support the foundation not knowing what your money would go for, basically call lights are those things that patients use to signal that they need help. And the emergency department at Valley has undergone a reconstruction, as many of you know, and part of that effort did not include call lights, and so we're going to add those now as a result of Lynn and the generosity of you people this evening. So we thank you for that. Patients come to our emergency department, hurting and frightened and immobilized due to pain or some disability, and we oftentimes make that problem worse by immobilizing them temporarily further by means of monitoring equipment and IVs and catheters and other unspeakable things. And so it's important for patient satisfaction that these folks be able to signal their need to the nurses and the doctors at the nurses' station. And so again, this is one of 100 small steps that have to happen to make this a great facility. And again, I want to thank you for coming out tonight.